So Trump signed an executive order banning mail-in ballots, which is going to definitely be challenged in the court. But still, I hope he gets through with that, at least for the upcoming elections. You know what I mean? It's amazing, and you know the thing that Trump is doing everything he can to live up to what the people want him as president for. He really is. I mean, look, the Epstein thing is fucked up, but I'm going to give Trump the benefit of the doubt on this and say he must have a really good reason for this, okay? I'm just going to give him this one. I said that already, right? The rest of the negative shit is basically comes down to accountability for me, and that's not really Trump. That's not getting accountability. If he could sign an executive order putting everybody that fucked up over the last 10 years and tried to persecute him, persecute January 6 people, went after Catholics, went after parents, the Twitter files, COVID, if he could sign an executive order wrapping that shit up, he would. Because I'm sure Trump wants accountability, because I'm sure Trump understands that if accountability doesn't come, when the Democrats ever get back in power, which right now seems like that's never going to happen because they suck so hard, their numbers are so shit, they fuck themselves so royally and keep doing it every day, that I can't imagine any American with a brain cell would vote for any of those people in any future election. But at some point they're going to get back in power. As soon as they do, if there's no consequences for all of the illegal shit they've done over the last 10 years, and maybe more, then it's going to be bad news for America. I think Trump understands that. If Trump could do it, he would do it. And he's proven that every single time. He is doing the motherfucker's almost 80 years old, and he's fucking wrapping up wars, you know, fucking getting the economy back on track, taking big risk on the tariffs thing, which seems to be working out all right. You know what I mean? Look, I live in Germany. He fucked us. Thanks to Ursula von der Leyen, the unelected bitch that feels like she's the queen of Europe. But okay. So he's doing pretty good. Now he signed an executive order banning mail-in ballots, which is another thing that definitely needs to be done. As we know, we have got proof, hand over fist, that Democrat operatives, NGOs, people on the street, leftists in general, did everything they could during COVID to fuck the mail-in ballot shit in favor of Biden. We know that shit. There is an insurmountable amount of evidence that nowadays that the 2020 election was rigged and stolen on all kinds of ways. The mail-in ballots was definitely one of them. Seen the movie 2,000 Mules, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. If you've not seen 2,000 Mules by Dinesh D'Souza, you really got to watch it. It is an eye-opener. Mail-in ballots were a big problem in the 2020 election. And if things are that fucking sketchy, you can't let an election run on things like that. Everybody knows it. I mean, in Europe, there's no mail-in ballots. There is for special situations, maybe. But essentially, people got to fucking go and vote like it should be, on paper. I crossed out a little thing with a pencil and shit. It was fucking amazing. Maybe it was a pen. It was probably a pen. But, yo, these machines and these mail-in ballots got to go. And so Trump knows Congress, of course, is not going to ever do anything. And so he's like, look, we're getting up to fucking midterm time. You know what I mean? People are going to start running. People are going to start talking shit. We need to get this taken care of before these Democrats steal another election. So he signed an executive order. It's like a Hail Mary, hoping that the court doesn't strike the shit down. You know what I'm saying? It would have to go to the Supreme Court. I don't know how the Supreme Court's going to do it, because the thing is, Supreme Court's going to say, well, look, that's up to the states. The only people that can change that are the states or Congress. And Congress, like always, isn't doing dick. They're doing a lot of talking. They're doing a lot of strongly worded letters and subpoenas and commissions and, you know, so-called investigations that it doesn't matter what they investigate, because they can't arrest anybody. They can't prosecute anybody. And the people who can aren't doing that. So as far as the rest of the administration is concerned, I'm not so wow about it. Trump is amazing. You know, I'd rather he just be king, really, or CEO or fucking something. Because these fucking career politicians are fucking the thing up. They could very, very easily try to do some shit in Congress, pass some fucking laws. You know, the Doge cuts. Doge cuts not codified in Congress. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple things, the big beautiful bill thing, but not near enough. Why not? Well, Congress didn't want to do it. They can't. They've got all the excuses. It's all about the donors, people. These Congress people are trapped by their donors. They don't feel accountable to their voters, and if they aren't held accountable, they never will feel accountable. It's as simple as that, right? I mean, I think that the next time around, fucking get rid of all the Congress people except for the 10 good ones. You know what I mean? The 10 Republicans that are any good. The Democrats are all bullshit. They all gotta go. Primary every single one of these fuckers. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know, the Democrat voters are gonna put in new Democrats. Okay, but put in new ones. Get rid of these motherfuckers. They are holding up the game here. Right? They are fucking wasting everybody's time. They're not doing shit. It's just unreal. I mean, I get it. They've got good PR. You know, they get on TV at press conferences and look what we're doing in investigations, and we've got Hillary Clinton coming in for blah, blah, subpoena and blah, deposition, Bill Barr and all. Okay, but what's going to happen to these fucking people? Are they just going to come in, plead the fifth, tell you to go fuck your mother, and that's it again? Like every other fucking hearing? Or are these people actually going to be held to account? I don't think so, right? So they're not trying to hold anybody to account. They're not trying to codify any of the things that Donald Trump is trying to do. You know, it's goddamn ridiculous. And I get it. People are going to say, people say to me all the time, you're too hard on him. You're too hard on him. It's too, you know, you can't, what do you expect? It's politics. All these excuses. Listen here, people. You people in America, in the case of Congress, are paying these motherfucking people's salary. And it's a hefty one. And they can insider trade and cut fucking sneaky ass deals for themselves on top of that. So they're getting millions because you put them there. So is it that fucking beyond the pale to expect excellence from these people? You know, everybody's been taking shit from them for decades. Everybody's been accepting basically no quality. Basically, the only thing they ever do is pass laws that somehow negatively affect the citizenry, whether it's taxes or anything else. More rules, more regulations, more restrictions, whatever. That's all they ever do. So, is it a little weird that when you got a president like Donald Trump in there who's willing to go to the mat for the people that voted for him and willing to do absolutely everything he can single-handedly do to make sure that his promises come true, is it so hard, so weird, so strange, so beyond to expect excellence from the Congress people who are getting rich off your backs, you know what I mean? And not just say, wow, everything, they passed the big beautiful bill. Dude, it's been 6 fucking months. No, even longer. Right? That's all they got? We passed the big beautiful bill. What else they done? Oh, they've investigated a lot of people, and they've they've written a lot of good letters, and they've had a lot of cool press conferences, and you know, Ted Cruz has a podcast. What the fucking sippity do? Jesus, people, get the fuck out of here with this shit. These motherfuckers are there to do what the voters want. It's clear from the election of Trump what the voters want. It's clear. Right? It's absolutely clear what the voters want. And yet the Congress people are still piddling around. Why don't they pass a law banning mail-in ballots in federal elections? Oh, with the Democrats, look, people, no more excuses. Trump, everybody's expecting just Trump to do everything single-handedly. But the thing is, executive orders, even if it flies, right? Every executive order can be overturned by the next president. Why risk it? Why do things just temporarily? If you have the power in Congress to change shit and make it better, I just don't understand. These people are ridiculous. Primary them all. Sure, Marjorie Taylor Greene can stay. You know, there's some good ones. You know what I mean? But not many. Most of them are just fucking bullshit. They're losers. Everything they say, never anything ever happens. Oh, we want transparency on the Epstein files. Well, sorry, we can't get it from the court. Oh, sorry, well, we're going to have some hearings. Well, what are these fucking hearings going to do? Nothing. There's not going to be any consequences. And Congress isn't passing any laws codifying Doge cuts or shit like the fucking banning on the mail-in ballots, these ridiculous, tamperable machines that people use in the States. That's ridiculous. Why do you need voting machines? Who the fuck fucking, propagandize people into that shit? Who's making billions of dollars? Dominion voting machines. Totally hackable. Proof. Go look it up online. You know what I'm saying? Go look it up online. That fucking people hacked it. You know what I mean? At a hackers conference. I don't know if it was a Dominion machine, but it was one of them. If one of them can be hacked, so can all of them. Get the fuck out of here. And Donald Trump's doing it all. And everybody else that's working that's there to serve at the pleasure of the people and the president are dilly-dallying around. I don't fucking understand what is up with this Congress shit. They're frustrating me to no end. I'm telling you, people, expect more from these people. Demand more. They are under-delivering for all the perks and the money they get. You know what I mean? Really. Especially when they're dependent on your vote. And basically nothing is happening. Except for a lot of fucking hot air and theater. Jesus. Oh, you're too hard on him. Yeah, well, tough shit. Then I'm hard on him. Fuck him. You know what I mean? If I earned that kind of money, had that kind of perks, had that kind of bonuses, had that kind of power, then I would expect people to be hard on me or expect people to demand a lot of me. I am there at the pleasure of those people. I mean, if the Congress people worked at a company, they would be fired after the first year. The CEO would be like, "Yo, ain't nothing going. There's nothing happening. You're all fired." And these people get to stay there because dumb people vote for them. Stop it. Keep the good ones and dump the bad ones. They don't give a fuck about you either. You don't owe them shit. So yeah, go Trump, Bo. Go Trump, though, for real. Trump's rocking it. And some of the people around him are too, just not everybody, and everybody should be. That's what I would expect for my tax money. And not just settle for, well, Trump's doing a good job, so everybody else gets a pass. No. That's not a way to run things. Get it together, people. Get rid of these fucking losers.